Good afternoon, bro. My dumbass forgot to record a video this morning, so you're getting it now. Excuse me, I just came back from the gym, so wait for me to mix my fucking MSM powder, which tastes and smells like shit, so I'm super glad that you can't smell this, but it's supposed to help with your joints. I'm about to tell you today why pastas are the greatest way to get good at cooking. Just like some people may say that AI is the easiest way to get rich quick in today's like economy and today's like situation, circumstances. 3 grams, there we go, beautiful. Oh, you saw top. That's like, it's not even, I'm not even playing it up for the camera. That smells really bad. Now we just mix it in. This strawberry lemonade, super nice. So, pastas are some of the tastiest and the easiest things to make, and they have the best like return on investment in terms of like how you can fucking, like how you can spend your time with cooking. I'm currently making a course on pastas, which I'm gonna record. I already recorded a little bit of it, but I'm gonna record the rest of it after this video. So a free module is gonna be out from that probably soon, or probably later today even. And then that's gonna have the program linked, and you can take a look at it if you wanna give it a look. It's a paid program, so you don't have to if you don't wanna buy anything, but if you like the advice in this video, then give it a go. I started cooking with steaks. Steaks are very, fuck me, it's actually 100 degrees. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to like strip for like the 3rd video in a row. Okay, so steaks are very good. They're also super expensive. I would have said, if beef prices were still normal, I would have said that steaks are the best way to get good at cooking quick. But right now, I'm gonna say that pastas are it, because pasta has remained really cheap, even the good kind, which by the way you pick good pasta, good dried pasta, is by seeing the ridges. Like if the texture is like rougher, then you have to choose that one, because that'll hold on to the sauce better. And those are usually a bit more expensive, a bit more like artisanal, like artisan pasta. Even those are really cheap, and the most expensive one is like, okay, not the most expensive one, but like a really good quality one is gonna be like maybe $2 for a pound, which is enough to feed like 4 people who are kind of hungry, or 2 meals when you're bulking, or 1 Hermes Gasparini quality. So there are a lot of different pastas. I'm gonna rattle off a few of my favorites. There's carbonara, there's Alfredo, the original, the butter and parmesan one. There is just pomodoro all'assassina, aglio olio, fucking al limone, bolognese. There's like also the filled pastas like ravioli, all that, which you can make with squash, which you can make with brown butter. You can do all sorts of fancy things. All of these are super simple, and even the hardest pasta, which in my opinion, the hardest pasta, not homemade, but hardest pasta that you can make like out of the store-bought pastas, which is all'assassina. I think that's the one you have to pay attention to the most, and the one that gives me like a little bit sometimes of anxiety before I make it. Because if you didn't know, the way you're supposed to make it is you're supposed to like intentionally burn the first layer of the pasta and then like scoop it up, but don't make sure not to break it. It's like a little bit of a case cooking method, but if case cooking was good, if you know who that is. And even that pasta, which is the hardest one for me, that's like the skill set of just basically a risotto or risotto. I'm not gonna do the Italian voice from now on, because I already did it once. So for a risotto, all you need to do, like the hardest part of the risotto is just like constantly stirring, toasting the rice, whatever the fuck, ladling in the stock, and just like keeping an eye on it, because it's not something you can, I mean, I guess you can just like put all the stock in at once and forget about it, but it's not recommended. So even the hardest pasta is fairly easy, and if you know how to make a risotto, you'll know how to make it, no problem. Now, this is what I recommend to everyone who says, oh, I can't cook, I'm shit at cooking, I don't have any equipment. Why? Because a few things. Number one, it usually doesn't require that much hot oil. The most dangerous part of cooking, in my opinion, is either handling an oven, especially one that's like past 500, handling an oven that's past 500 degrees, which you'll rarely get at home anyways, and handling hot oil, because those things are genuinely fucking hot. They can actually burn you. Boiling water, which you use to make pasta, is not that dangerous. The most dangerous part of pasta is maybe if you have like a tomato sauce that's like a thicker consistency, then it's fucking difficult to avoid the splattering. But even then, you just essentially put a lid on it, put like a mesh lid on it, and then it'll be fine. It can still like vent itself, or you can put a regular metal lid on it, but like halfway on. And overall, it's way less dangerous than like frying foods. It's way less dangerous than searing something. Number two, you don't need much equipment like at all. You can make it one pot. You can make like fucking one pot, one bowl. If you make like a carbonara, for instance, actually, I mean, 2 pans helps. But you just need to cook the bacon or guanciale or pancetta or whatever you want somewhere, and then you set it aside, and then you make the pasta, you put that bitch in, bam, bacon fat there, or whatever cured meat you want, and then you get the fucking egg cream or egg parmesan mixture there, and then you're good, and very, very little cleanup. Pasta with the tomato sauce, again, like 1 pot for the tomato sauce, 1 pot for the pasta, and it's fucking easy. Same thing for like Alfredo. Alfredo is even easier. You can assemble it on just like a hot plate. Super easy. Al limone, which is one of my favorites, is like you literally just use a bowl with a fucking thingamabob. Basically all pastas, they all need very minimal equipment and minimal ingredients, which is very, very fun. So they're safe, they need minimal equipment, and they're also cheap as fuck. They're also really pretty and really impressive. Basically, all you need to make a pasta dish look good is you need some topping of, depending on the dish, you need some topping of either like basil, maybe lemon zest, maybe parmesan, maybe black pepper, and you're good. For an Alfredo, you can like top it with some fucking cracked pepper, or you can just top it with genuinely more parmesan. For a aglio olio, you can top it with like just a, I like a lemon zest. Obviously, al limone has it in the name. You can top it with lemon zest. Aglio olio, you can also just top with fresh parsley. But you would also like mix that and then toss it. That's another thing. It's very, very easy to make it look good, and also it teaches you how to toss very well. Because, not toss like you're an Overwatch and your teammate fucking instapicks Torb. Toss as in like the pan mechanics. It teaches you how to toss very well, because the pasta is going to be slippery, it's going to be sliding around, and it's going to be very, very easy to just toss all over the place. As opposed to like a fucking big wok of fried rice, which you may find difficult, as opposed to like other things which people don't toss usually. A lot of people toss pasta, and the aerodynamics of it works well. It becomes like kind of one cohesive mass in the air. If you want to like, I don't know, like learn how to flip an egg or some fucking something, then a regression of that, like an easier version of that, is just flipping pasta. So that's gonna be fucking fairly easy. Aside from that, it's gonna teach you, like the color combinations that work. It's gonna teach you some textures, because although most of the textures are just gonna be creamy, there's also gonna be a crispy version with all'assassina. There's gonna be a bunch of different like firmnesses, like you have like the chew of like a flatter and thicker noodle versus and then you have the regular spaghetti. You're gonna have the like the doneness. You're gonna know a lot about donenesses because it's al dente. And pastas are also the easiest and fucking greatest things to make for a date. Let me just say that if you do make pasta for a date, please, for the love of fuck, don't make aglio olio, and don't make pesto where you have raw garlic in it. You can make pesto where it's just pine nuts and fucking like pine nuts and the basil and parmesan and like lemon and olive oil and everything else but the garlic. That being said, it's not gonna be as tasty without garlic. So I would literally just recommend make a dish that doesn't originally have garlic in it. So for example, a pasta al limone is gonna be super, super easy, because all you need is butter, olive oil, pasta water, parmesan, lemon juice, lemon zest, pepper, salt. Fucking toss, emulsify, easy. Same thing for Alfredo. The parmesan can be a little bit sharp, but there are no like offensive odors in it. Like there's nothing that you're gonna eat and then you're gonna try and kiss your fucking significant other and then you're both just gonna die instantly because you had some bullshit with a bunch of garlic because you saw like, oh my goodness, garlic is an aphrodisiac, and then you fucking eat it and then you both smell like ass. It's like, cool. Nice aphrodisiac. Yeah, sure. It has allicin, which like increases blood flow, so you can get like a little bit of a natural Viagra effect. But what the fuck is the point of that if you're just gonna smell like garlic? Oh, raw onion is an aphrodisiac. It increases testosterone. Really? Really? Thank you. I appreciate you. Yeah, try eating raw onion on a date next time and tell me how that goes. There are gonna be like, I don't know, Lebanese and Egyptian people or like Eastern Europeans watching this, like while they're eating a raw onion right now, and they're gonna be like, what the fuck is this kid talking about? Why is he so sensitive? If your girl and you are both coming from cultures and like countries where they just spam fucking garlic and onion, sure, by all means go ahead. I'm Hungarian. I'm also like, I fall under that category, but I understand that not everyone, especially not just like the dainty fucking like American type of people, both guys and girls who have never just fucking downed raw garlic. I know they're gonna be a little bit sensitive to that. So if you live in the United States, if you live in like some fucking country where it's not very common to eat raw onions and raw garlic with everything, then heed my advice here. But if you're just like based like married at 22 years old and Lebanese, then sure, take the raw garlic, be my guest. So the good thing is, yeah, there are a bunch of pasta dishes where you don't need a lot of raw alliums, which is definitely helpful, and it's also really, really easy, and it also really like looks good, and you don't need to like, it looks good to make it, and you don't even really need to know what you're doing. All of these things, in my humble opinion, make pasta a lovely thing to start cooking. Now, is it the greatest thing for like health and nutrition? Technically, no. Pasta serves like a similar role as white rice. Maybe for some people, like they find that they have more of a carb crash from pasta. Maybe some people find it harder to digest than white rice. But just frankly, excluding the nutritional aspect, it's a very, very good food to learn how to make. It's like my favorite food to learn how to make. If I had to just pick one dish that you can prepare, it would be to master any of these pasta dishes, and ideally more of them, ideally more than one of them. After that, you can venture into proteins, because making several proteins, learning how to properly sear them, properly like cook them to the good doneness to where they're not dry as fuck, season them well, get good color on them, that also becomes super important. And then after you learn the basic techniques, you can go into the minutia of like, oh, how do I avoid redundancy and all that. But when you're first starting off, I cannot recommend pasta enough. You can try to make your own dough. Sorry, I'm super fucking dehydrated. You can try to make your own dough. That's really nice. I recommend it, but I only recommend it for a certain few. Bolognese benefits from homemade pasta. Alfredo, the original, benefits from homemade pasta. The Americanized Alfredo, I think, benefits from packaged spaghetti or fettuccine or whichever fucking one you need. But if you want to make an OG Alfredo, then you'll make like the wider and flatter noodles, and so homemade is good for that. Then you have fucking filled pastas, which I also recommend homemade for, because you can shape them yourself easily and you can control the filling, because if you can get a pre-made filled pasta, then obviously you can't control the filling in that. And then if you're gonna make like a lasagna, or a lasagna, that's also pretty easy and fairly good to make your own homemade pasta. Man, right around 13:50 I stopped the video. That's not looking good for the brand. I'll let it get to the 14-minute mark. But that's basically all I have to say about that topic. I definitely recommend fucking make pasta the first thing that you learn how to do. Again, there should be a free module posted for my course on pasta later on, and so take a good look at that. And then under it is obviously going to be the paid program where it's from. Take a look at that as well. If you don't want to spend any money, then obviously these videos will keep on being free, and also my shorts. So thank you so much for watching. Take care.